Okay folks, I'm sanding down the Corvette. When I was washing it down, the paint started peeling off. So I scraped some of it off with a razor blade. And I don't know what happened, the paint separated or something. So most of it come off. So right now I'm going to sand it down with the DA dual action sander. Now most of you have seen the dual action sanders are air powered. Well, this one's an electric one, and I like using it better because I don't have to have the air compressor going all the time, busting out my eardrums. So show you how it works. Works just like a regular sander. Anyway, you get the point. I got 180 grid on there right now, and you just keep going over it, keep it moving. Don't be digging in one spot. Go over it nice and even, level. And then I'm gonna change the sandpaper to 320 and go over it with 320, and then go around all the edges by hand, you know, like the little edges around headlights and bumper edges, stuff like that. Go over that, and like I said, I don't think it'll need any body work or putty or anything like that. So I think after it's all sanded down with 320, should be able to ready to paint it. If it was any rougher, you know, you would seal it, prime it or seal it, and then let it dry, then hand sand it down. But I don't think I'm going to be using any primer or anything for this. I may put a coat of sealer over it right before I paint it red, but I'll have to see how it turns out. So anyway, I'll be back after I get it all sanded down. Okay folks, I got it all sanded down and ready to paint. I just washed it off. I think what happened when I painted this probably about 4 years ago was that I think I must have mixed some clear in with the red junk eBay paint that I bought, because it wasn't coming out shiny enough or something. But I remember the paint was supposed to be an acrylic enamel, which it clearly wasn't. And I must have added some clear in to the last coat or two just to shine it up or something, and that's why it kind of looked like it's separated in my last segment there. Half that top coat just peeled off with a razor blade, and I think that's what it was. So anyway, I scraped all the loose stuff off, then I sanded it all down with 180, then 320, and then I just water sanded it all down with 400 wet and dry. Now, there was a few little chips that I had to go over with some filler, like right there. I think that's where he said the horse kicked it, and I had some little fiberglass cracks, so I just put a little putty in there. Now really that should be primed, or the whole thing should be sealed. So I think that's what I'll do, is right now I'm fixing to put it in the garage, then mask it all up, and then probably put a coat of sealer type stuff. It's actually sealer, same as like epoxy primer. So I'm going to put a coat of that on there, and then I will paint the red, and this time it actually is going base coat, clear coat. And I bought some good Nason. I'll show it to you here before I paint it. I just bought this from my local paint store. Nason Select Clear with the hardener activator. So I'm going to put about 3 good coats of that on there after I put about 3 good coats of that red. So anyway, I'm fixing to do that. I will come back and do a segment of it masked up and maybe sealed. I'm not sure if I should put that epoxy prime on there and then scuff it down, or just continue the painting right after I put a coat of that epoxy primer on. But the more coats of stuff you put it on, the more chance you got of dirt and trash and stuff landing on it. So anyway, I'll be back next segment. Okay, I've got it all masked up and ready to paint. Fixing to paint it here in just a minute. I think what I'm going to do is put a coat of epoxy sealer on it, let it dry for a little bit, and then go with 3 coats of base coat and 2 or 3 coats of clear, and that should be good. I'm hoping this red base coat covers good, but I got a whole gallon, and actually this is kind of a small car because you don't have the roof. It's kind of a medium, so it shouldn't take up a whole gallon, even if I have to put on like 4 coats of red to cover it. And what I am going to try to do is wrap this camera in plastic and set it up so I can show you me painting it. Can't do the whole paint job, but I'll have it recording painting at least 1 coat of it on there, just so you can see how it's going. So the next segment you'll see is I'll set this camera up on a tripod here and showing you me putting a coat of paint on it. I will see you next segment. Okay folks, I got it all painted. Wanted to show how I get the paint fumes out of the garage. Just have a big cardboard box there, fan in the middle. If you wanted to, you can put another piece of cardboard beside that fan. So I hope you enjoyed the video of me painting the first coat of red. I did put 3 coats all together of red on it and 3 coats of clear, and it turned out pretty good. Looks like a real going to town car now, instead of that old crappy crap that was on it. I don't think I got any orange peel on it, since it was a solid color. I didn't have to fog it like that Chevrolet. And I didn't think I got any runs on it either. Came out really good. Very little trash, just a couple little specks of stuff, but still a little bit tacky. So all I'm gonna do tomorrow is unmask it, and I think I just have those new emblems to put on it. And then I got some door weather stripping to put on it, and then later on I'm going to order the roof weather stripping and take the roof off and put all new weather stripping in the roof and the hatchback. And that should be it for this car. And I'll probably just sit around again. I'll probably rarely drive it, but at least it's running and driving now and looking good. So I guess that'll be it for this. You'll see it later on in some other videos. While I'm working on something else, I'll make another video and show you with all the emblems and stuff on it. And if I do any more work to it, I really like to get some door panels for it, maybe some little interior pieces. But for now, this is it, the 85 Corvette. And I will see you next video. We got to get another project going. I think I'm going to get my 78 Nova out. It runs and drives, but it's got needs a lot of body work, needs some interior work, stuff like that. So that may be a video here coming up, not real soon, but next couple of weeks. I'll make some videos on that and some other stuff that I got going on. So I'll see you all next video.